You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't
Hurts.
handle the
The
truth.
pass. Throws. Pick.
Oh my God.
Horrible pass. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Stupid. 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 Stupid throw. Son of a bitch. What a bad throw. Stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. By now, you're probably sick of seeing me. We've done more live streams, of course, in the last 24 hours. But hey, you know what? It's Sunday afternoon. In a couple of weeks, we'll be actually just watching football games. In fact, we just got finished watching the Eagles playing against the Cleveland Browns and seeing maybe some of the Jordan Davis hype start falling down a little bit here. I actually caught Philly 500 talking about how he wasn't doing too good. And Eagles Nation is kind of pissed at me. But then again, what else is new? What else is new? So I've got this is our Sunday afternoon Zoom call, and the temperature should be a little bit different today. I got my man Primetime Phil, Thomas Garrett, and Blue Virus in the house. I don't know who else is going to be joining us, but like I said, y'all are probably sick of seeing me. But I am feeling a little bit better, so I'm a little longer-winded. What's up, Primetime? It's been a long time. What, 2-3 hours?
Yeah, I know. It seems like it forever since I've seen you. You grew a beard and everything, too.
Yeah, my hair does. You know, me and my wife decided when we got together, we both had children from other marriages. We figured, you know, with her hair, she's got long hair and everything else, that we better not have any kids because they would literally be like Chewbacca. Because this stuff literally grows overnight, it seems. So we saw the Eagles today, and, you know, it's hard to really judge what we get with teams because it is preseason. We're not playing starters and stuff, but it's more of the individual matchups that we're looking at. And we saw some great things yesterday. We saw a few things that weren't quite as nice, but from last week to this week, I would say it's the tale of two different. Now, don't come in here yawning, Thomas. What's wrong with you, man? Are you tired, boss?
And I'm looking at Dak right now too.
What's Dak doing?
No, he made the NFL top 100.
Oh, that's what. I forgot about the top one. Where's he at?
They just showed it.
I forgot that was coming on at 4:30. Damn it. They're going to 31, aren't they?
Huh?
They're going to 31. So if, let's see, we got to figure the only other person left that's going to be on there. We've already got Zach Martin. We already got Dak. Then it'll be Micah Parsons. So probably he has to be in the top 10. I don't think
agree.
Yeah, there won't be anybody else.
He's 44.
Huh?
He's 44.
He's 40. Really?
Dak is 44?
Oh, Dak is 44. I thought you said Micah.
I did Parsons.
Oh, okay. Dak is 44. Okay, well, that's a start.
Yeah.
But Micah's got to be in the top 10.
Oh,
and I can't see. Or actually, Diggs. Where's Diggs going to be on this list? Or will he be on the list?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That will be an interesting. If he's not on the top 100, you know, the way he has been dogged all off season that he's not a real cornerback and stuff, that'll be interesting to see where he actually ends up.
Right.
Okay, so Dak is 44. Okay, you know, at least he's in the top 100. We'll see where it goes from there. What's up, everybody? Romo Reigns, the something or other. How are you doing? Super Savon, how are you doing? Keith, Alicia Morgan, what's up, Alicia? How are you doing? Oh, wrong one. Do I have ladies? I don't think I have ladies. Oh, there we go. There we go, Alicia. All right, so you know, we've kind of rehashed this quite a bit already and stuff, but Primetime, you know, you've been really deep in looking at this team and stuff. I was talking to you before we got started here, looking at I looked at one drive and that was the Cooper rush where we went down for a touchdown. Jalen Tolbert had a great catch. It's just he did not get his toe in bounds. Should have been a touchdown pass on there. But I looked at that. That whole drive was 12 personnel. And looking at the blocking of Fournick looked really, really good at center. Oh, my God. He's getting to the second level and destroying people. And I saw one of those plays. We ended up, like I said, we're running 12 personnel. You see a combination block. They double team the tackle that's head up over Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith gets his hips around, so that way the running back runs off of him. You had Fournick hit the tackle and get up and take the linebacker out. They pick up 12 yards. If we can get blocking like that, now there's no guarantee that Badish is going to be able to block that same way, and we understand that these were seconds against seconds. Mm-hmm. But I actually saw some really good technique with these two young guys in there, and they did some really good work on that.
Yeah, I think that's what you automatically start looking for. You're not looking at, okay, did they dominate? It's did they do their job? Because those are going to be plug-and-play stuff. And so when you have to go in there and actually help with the block and then move to the next level, can you do that? Do you have the lateral movement? Can you peel off your blocks in time? Because timing is everything, and then you're opening up holes. So that is huge. I haven't gone back and seen the offensive line. I was looking at the tight ends and receivers and stuff. So and then on defense, I was looking more at the defensive line. So but I'm definitely going to have to check out the offensive line.
Well, I'm going to go through. I actually recorded it, but I messed up because, see, if you're watching at home, you're seeing from this angle, which is a great angle because you can see primetime Phil real good. You can see me up close and stuff. And I was going through play-by-play of that drive. And you just literally saw them do everything out of 12 personnel. They did a reverse to Turpin on there. They ended up doing the play action pass, which should have been a touchdown. You saw them power running. They played all different kinds of games in there. And I'm hoping that this is Kellen Moore where he's actually really trying to mix things up. The creativity that was actually on that drive actually impressed the heck out of me. I'm going to be honest with you. I have always been a proponent of 12 personnel because, they can put 8 men in the box, but if you've got two tight ends that can block, you still have man on man, and it's just about the running back making one good break through there. So I'm hoping this is the start of something really, really good, and it also helps to protect you when you don't have two good or three great wide receivers. It's another way to kind of get around and get the ball in other people's hands.
That's the nice thing about having those type of different weapons and stuff. I really like the addition of Jake Ferguson into that tight end. Seeing him, just even with the touchdown pass that he had, he was definitely getting involved. But I saw a lot of blocking. I love the blocking. Yeah,
definitely.
And again, blocking with 48 definitely goes hand in hand, but it's still weird. It's still weird to see.
Yeah, it definitely is. And not only that, he actually caught a couple of passes there. I think. For about 28 yards or so, 29 yards for two catches. So, if you can get him a couple of catches here and there in the passing game and you have him being able to block almost as good as a tackle, hey, that's going to pay dividends for us. And I see we got my man Thomas Garrettson here. I see Jason Renfro. What's up, Jason? James.
What's up, Mark?
And Truckers Life. What's up, Truckers? How are we doing today?
Oh, man, I'm all right.
Okay, so again, we still have yet to see any of our starters playing other than in practice. Zeke and Tony Pollard and Dak and CD and, of course, Micah and things. Are you feeling better about where this team could be than we did, say, 2 months ago when everybody was trashing us because we weren't signing big-name free agents?
Yeah. Go ahead, Trevor.
I was going to say, I think that if we can figure out ways to get the guys, get our playmakers the ball in space.
Yeah.
Because that's what our team, if you look at it, that's what our team is built on right now, is getting guys in space. Mm-hmm. Get them the ball in space and stop trying to be what we did last year is we didn't get the guys the ball in space, the playmakers. We just, Kellen Moore just ran his playbook.
Yeah.
Play our offense to our players' strengths, not to what you want to do.
Right.
If we do that, then I think we'll be amazing.
Well, and the key on it though is blocking. Now when I was talking about that 12 personnel, the offensive line was able to do some damage, and here's where you kind of help out a young offensive line with the 12 personnel is you do have 2 extra guys in there that are also helping to set the edge and things. And this may be a way that we kind of protect ourselves without having that backup. After seeing Fournette, I feel better about the center position, that we can take a hit there and be okay. Ball didn't play quite as bad, at least not on that drive as I thought, but I'm not ready for him to take over for Tyron Smith. Tyler Smith looked really good. So I'm still concerned about if Tyron Smith goes down, we're in a whole world of hurt.
Yeah, because Josh Ball is garbage.
Yeah, he's a little step above garbage. He's a little step,
Ball
not much.
needs more development.
Yeah, he needs a lot more work. And that may come with time. You know, remember last year basically was a redshirt year because he was injured and on IR. And he'll get better with more time. But I'm not ready to go ahead and put the season on his back if Tyron Smith goes down.
Hello, everyone.
I think we've improved
Stacey,
on.
how you doing?
I think we were improved on special teams.
That's true. A good blocking on special teams too.
Yeah.
Only thing other than kicker, I mean, I think we found our punt returner, our kick returner, and Turpin. Obviously, we still need to get a kicker though. I mean, what's Maher? I'm still not sold on him. I mean, he's okay. He's better than what we had.
Yeah.
But in big games, we need that guy to really step up and be able to make the point.
To jump on
What's
Turpin.
up, everybody?
Hey, Rock, what's going on?
The only thing with the Turpin I think is funny is because they're like, oh, it's a Turpin and it's time, turpentine. And I'm like, it sounds like too much like, turpentine, it just sounds like a field thing. I don't know.
Drink.
Okay, you don't want to drink turpentine, but interesting thing, does anybody know how you make turpentine?
No idea.
With gasoline.
No. Turpentine is actually comes from when you're making rum. That is like the first cut off of it. It's turpentine.
I didn't know that.
It's the truth. I found that out at the rum factory in New Orleans. Turpentine comes from rum. Although I've had some cheap rums that taste like turpentine, so maybe they just mixed it up. But definitely a better showing from the backups. 8 penalties this time. Still too many, but less than half the number.
Well, those refs were definitely allowing things to happen as well too. So
yeah, a lot of that is the crew because there were a couple where I was like, yeah, they could call illegal contact the way they've been
there was
doing.
some couple of them, some roughing. Yeah, there were some calls.
Ridgeway.
But and this is
that one I did. Yeah, the running back. Yeah, when he hit the running back.
Yeah, but this is one of those things that the NFL has to realize too. You don't want to have 20 plus penalties in a game. It messes up the flow of it. It's just not good. I mean, you want to get the bad penalties and stuff, but sometimes you just got to let people play.
Agreed.
Mark.
Yes, ma'am, Stacey. How you doing?
Fine. Okay. Hope you are as well. Glad you're improving. I have a question.
I'm getting there.
Well, kind of short wide receiver. You think that they're going to try to work a few plays in, add some plays to the playbook for Turpin?
Well, they did a couple of reverses and stuff with him. They probably will definitely throw him in there as a gadget guy. But what I think where you're going to see them, to make up some of the production from Amari Cooper or from other receivers is using the tight ends. They're going to be relying on the tight ends a lot, and you could see that last night with a couple passes to Jake Ferguson. And that Tony Pollard will be used as kind of the anti-Deebo Samuels, where he's a running back / wide receiver. Deebo's a wide receiver / running back. So I'll see them kind of using those guys to kind of pick up the passing production. But make no mistake about it, I think they're going to be leaning on getting this running game going this year. Last year we kind of got away from the running game. We were more straight Boise State as far as passing the ball, and we just kind of ran the ball because we kind of had to run the ball. But with having the offensive lineman, having a Tyler Smith, he's a road grader. He's a guy you want to be playing downhill and drive blocking somebody. And if you get him at the point of attack, taking that big-ass tackle out of there and getting your guys up to the second level and the linebackers, that will open up some holes that Zeke will feast through.
They should run the Wildcat. I mean, put Turpin in there and have him do a Wildcat or something.
Yeah, you could do that, but you know what? I'm okay with us just lining up and with the physicality that we can put out there with that 12 personnel and just pound the heck out of people. Kellen Moore gets too cute with some of his gadget plays and different combinations and stuff. Sometimes let's just play some football.
I'm with you, Jay Nook, man.
Yeah.
I could definitely jump on that. You got Zeke and Tony, and then throw in Turpin in there. You could throw in a package that you can play in certain situations, closed situations. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm afraid of, he's so tiny. I want him to run out of bounds. I don't want one to
But that's a benefit though, because he's so short, people can't see him.
Yeah.
So then he can just kind of blend in.
And the other thing too is when you don't have a whole lot of mass, you can get thrown all over the place and it looks bad, but it's not the same as when you really get laid up and your body is stuck to the ground. Okay, you kind of see them like a little pinball, bing, gets popped up and you'll just jump back up.
It's Stacy's mom instincts that kick in. She doesn't want to see him hurt.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's a lot to that one. Yeah, I think that we may actually have more weapons than people will give us credit for.
Yeah. That's why
Even sometimes
receivers.
Yeah.
Our
fans will give us our own credit for it too.
Well, our fans are, our fans are about as brutal as anybody on ESPN.
They're up and down.
Yeah, check like the guy from yesterday.
That was Thomas's boy.
Oh man, come on. Let's leave my man alone, okay?
Yeah.
Come on. Everybody's having fun. Everybody wants to be part of, center of attention and everything else, okay?
Nah, I was playing.
Yeah, but it was definitely fun.
I was just excited,
Concerns.
Ready for football. Yeah.
I would say this: just listen to it from the other people's perspective, and then you'll realize what we mean.
See, my concern going into the season hasn't been addressed. We really need to get somebody on the staff that understands clock management.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that'd be the only thing. I mean, if you have I'll say this, I beat the drum on this, but if they have coaches that hold coaches back from running into the refs, I think you can have somebody that says, "Hey, man, you should call a timeout here."
Yeah.
Hey, man, that'd be a nice little job getting
You'd
paid.
think.
But I mean, with Mike McCarthy, it's nothing but positive because obviously he's always been bad at it. He's got so much on the plate. So,
what's up, Joanne Gonzalez? Hey, JoJo. Shout out to I Love Weed, man. Pass that Dutchie. I love weed.
Yeah, I love weed.
DJ Forecast. What's up? Jake Ferguson all the way. Angelica Barone. We are back, baby. I hadn't been thinking about clock management. We haven't actually been in a situation where we've been worried about clock management just yet in preseason. But yeah, that's been one of our bugaboos. Between that, the penalties, sometimes the play calling. Those are all things to worry about. Kicking game, still kind of worried. I feel better about our special teams with Turpin. I feel like we really have a returner for once. But not only with him, they actually were doing some really good blocking there.
That's what I'm saying. The blocking was there on special teams. That was really, it gave him room to be able to kind of jump, stop, go, So I give him credit.
But his quickness had a lot to do with it.
That was ridiculous quickness, and the fact that you could tell he didn't turn it all the way on.
Yeah.
You could see that he was kind of toying a little bit.
You could see him slow down.
Yeah, he was doing a Deshaun Jackson there, kind of slowing down and like teasing people with it. Yeah.
Some people just got the knack, to do that. It's a special thing to want to, return kicks and punts. It's a scary thing.
Fearless, man. You
got the last time.
Just getting to that open, always picking. Always, the good ones always seem to pick the right avenue to go to. So
okay, well, I guess I guess we're going to say surprise player of the game was Turpin, of course, having the two punt, kickoff and the punt return.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say another surprise player who won't get much love would be actually Tristan Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's strip sack. Yeah.
Well, not only the strip sack though, the pressure that he kept putting. He did end up with 3 tackles. It's easy to look at the strip sack, fumble recovery and stuff, but on the totality of the game, he was being unblockable, and he's kind of changed the narrative of much on him. To me, it's almost amazing that we're sitting there looking and saying that he's, almost a lock to make the roster, and Kevin Joseph isn't. And I'm going to say Kevin Joseph, I saw him with one good coverage play, but I saw quite a few plays where he just looked like he was just hesitating and just not quite there. I think that may be a guy who really is on the bubble after all, even being a second-round pick. Yeah. Another guy
I know
who
most people don't want to hear. When I look at the secondary, actually, last night I thought Bland had where he had a really good game than the week before. It
wasn't as good this week.
It wasn't as good as this week, and that's how the NFL works. How can he come out the next following week and do? I think that's what's going to say a lot about him. Even when I look at Wright, I'm just not. He is right there on the hip. I love that he's right there, but it just seems like he just can't make the play.
Yeah, it was like literally he was right there and he didn't get his head turned around. Had he gotten his head turned around, he might have gotten an interception or at least batted it down.
But when I look at that play, I look at Bland. It looked like Bland was supposed to be over top of him. And so that's where I think he was expecting some coverage over on the other side of the receiver. And so that's where I was wondering, is it, was Bland just having a bad night, So,
yeah.
So that's what I was curious, yeah.
Yeah, consistency will definitely be the key there. So
I know with that wide receiver screen, I felt like Wright had a chance at the tackle, but didn't even lunge for it. He just kind of stood there and let it go by him a little bit.
Yeah.
So there was things there, yeah.
Okay. Well, the Cowboys have Tuesday is cut downs. We have to get down to the 80 men, so 5 people will get cut right now. That's not the big one, of course. Then after next week, we've got the big cut downs. And anybody think of a surprise person that's going to get cut?
Alacone.
No, actually, I don't think Alacone will, because they have the exemption for him for 1 more year.
Okay.
So he doesn't count as a roster spot.
Want him.
And you have to understand that the reason that you keep Alacone is that Jerry's trying to do more and more with Mexico. In fandom and stuff. And, I'm not trying to say that this is a charity roster spot, but there's many benefits to keeping him. He's not costing a roster spot.
Last year when they got rid of him, I was kind of a little disappointed.
Yeah, well, because that's the part of the program. You have to release him in order to, kind of like the practice team, you have to release him in order to put him back into the program with you, but that means somebody else could grab him. So it's just like the practice. So you'll see him if he does get released. That doesn't necessarily mean he's gone, but
but they can bring him back. But you have to make that roster cut down there, and then that gives everybody a chance to go ahead and grab this guy, that guy, and all that. And if they clear waivers, then you can bring him back on the practice squad. So,
but if you look at the film, Doc is actually playing better than Josh Ball.
Yeah, well, Josh Ball was better this week than last week, but that's not necessarily saying a lot. Josh Ball is, he's, again, I still feel like last year was a redshirt year, so this to me is like a rookie, a true rookie now that he's actually getting out there and getting experience. I think maybe this could be a Terrence Steele type thing, that it won't be next year, but maybe next year he really starts getting it, after getting some more work in there. The thing with football, to me, it still mystifies me that there's 14 padded practices. There's not a whole lot of time to actually coach somebody up. And you think that from this point forward, after having this game, we're beginning to do the installs to play Tampa Bay. The stuff we come out with next week, which is the consolation, game, which is practice squad guys and guys that are getting cut and auditioning for others. You now are focused in on what we're going to do to Tampa Bay. And so if you are not a starter, you're not getting that much work and repetitions and things right now at all.
That's true.
Bro, Cox is slow running linebacker. Same. Okay, Cox actually had a few good plays. I still think he's still recovering from the ACL. And
they said he's slow running?
That's what somebody just said.
All over the field.
Somebody just said he's slow running linebacker, shaking my head.
They don't know what the hell they're talking about. He's one of our fastest linebackers.
Tolbert or Semi, who's the better wide receiver?
Right now?
Tolbert.
I go with Simi.
Tolbert.
Oh, you go with Semi on that one.
I'm going to go with Simi right now. At the moment, I'm not saying potential at the moment. He's saying, well, who's better right now? Who can you trust to make that back sideline play? Who's going to catch it all? I feel more Simi's at that point right now. That doesn't mean here in the next couple of weeks it'll change, but what I've seen in the camp, and I mean, even those plays, I mean, I would probably give it a little bit more to Simi.
But it's not a big difference.
No, it's not. It's not. No, and I think potentially Jalen could go way higher.
Yeah.
The main difference now is Simi is bigger. He has more straight line speed.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as his cuts, his breaks, that's Tolbert.
Yep, I agree.
All right, now if you ask me,
knowing his position on the field is Simi because Simi's had that time in the league already to prepare for it.
Yeah, I would go with Simi for experience reasons.
Yeah. If you were to go get a first down, if you were to have to get a first down, which one would you throw to?
Okay, let me answer Robert real quick.
Depending on where we're at.
The way you get to Robert Samuel, if you become a channel member, you can be part of the Zoom call. So the link is actually in the description. Excuse me, the link is in the community tab for channel members to be able to zoom in on the call. Okay.
Now, Mark.
Yeah. Mark.
All right. Now, so let's say if you would have said Turpin and then Joe, I actually would put Turpin in front of both of them. I've seen Turpin since TCU. That kid is amazing.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you're going to see that if you're going to put him out of them three, my choice is Turpin.
All right. Well, I tell you what, he's definitely a weapon.
I would say Turpin if. It depends on the circumstance. I pick Turpin.
I don't think you need to put.
If there's space.
I don't think you need to put Turpin in that category because he's your return man. Period.
If it's a contested catch, I'm going Jalen. Tolbert.
They could use Turpin like Cole Beasley. I think.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's more like Wilson.
I go Cole Beasley. I'll go Cole Beasley because he's very, very quick and elusive. If you just hear real quick cut back, he could get wide open by 5 to 10
Did you see that? Did you see that hop step yesterday on that punt return?
Yeah. Oh, and it was funny. That's what I'm saying. Like the fact that you can hop, skip, kind of do a double dutch, and then start running down the field.
In mid stride, he didn't even break his stride in mid stride.
Hold on, I gotta address this one. Captain Taki, man, he said we need to have an interview process for Zoom calls after yesterday and a background check. Come on, man.
Yeah, for real. I had to leave yesterday because I was kind of annoyed with that guy.
Oh boy. No, listen, man.
Plus, I had to go to bed.
Oh, it was late last night, man. I woke up this morning. Actually, I went to sleep about 2:30, and then I woke up at 4:30 and couldn't go back to sleep. And then I felt like I was rolled up wet and hung out dry, or whatever the saying is, man. I was hurting this morning. Oh,
Mark, I ain't gonna lie. I reviewed the video. If you look at your expression, it is hilarious. You gotta go back and look at it.
I don't want to, man. I don't want to relive that, man. That was hard. That was hard.
I fell
man.
asleep. What happened?
Eventually, I cut out the scene.
It was a nice, quiet broadcast. I don't really see what everybody's complaining about.
No, the thing was the Romo conversation and Bendy. I'm like, I don't need this. We're watching a game right now. We can do a show on Romo and Bendy and Ucci, but not tonight.
Well,
it was just like,
listen, look, when you're jumping up and down saying my boy's in there, and literally 2 plays go by, and he was talking about the wrong player.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It was Will Greer.
It was Will Greer, and I noticed it, but I thought maybe I was in a fog or something, so I just let it go, and it feels like I think that's Will Greer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Kentucky said he can feel my blood pressure. Okay, all right, moving right along here. Okay, moving right along.
It's all
here.
love.
Yeah. People, sometimes you get on, air and people act differently and stuff. I mean, so just be cool. He was a nice guy and things. Carl, come on, Carl, leave Tony Romo alone, man. Getting ready for this season. Tampa Bay can't keep offensive linemen healthy. And they say Tom Brady is going to be back at practice on Tuesday. Anybody feel like Tom Brady is just kind of like, I don't know if I really want to
whatever.
Exactly. Tom is 45 years old. He can do whatever he wants.
He done got everything he needed. He's just like, I'm just here to ride.
His wife is a model. That should tell you a lot.
I don't think he holds the ball long enough. Yeah, I don't
This
think
will be his last year.
Yeah, I think he's looking for an excuse. If he gets banged up, he may not be playing through it.
I know everybody still has them as, one of the top teams in the NFL, but I think they're going to have a rough season.
When he gets banged up.
They still got good defense.
He hasn't got her yet, so we can't say that.
Okay.
Tampa still has a good defense. I'll give him that.
All right, well, we'll see if that's going to be
That's
enough to
because
carry
it's not the 90s, where they allowed him to hit him.
Oh, no, you can't touch the quarterback. I mean, that's flag football now all the way.
Well, Tom gets rid of the ball quick, too. I mean, he knows. He knows he can't take those hits. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say he's not good. I'm just saying I don't know that he's going to go all out. I think he's at the end. He didn't get to go to Miami like he wanted. He's stuck in Tampa, which he does not want to be.
Yeah.
So let's give him an excuse. Let's
go ahead. Game one, make him think about retiring. How about that?
Right.
Yeah. And I think for once we have the front line that can do that.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, yeah,
happy birthday,
Brian. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
There we go.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Brian.
Yeah, I didn't get Mark singing to me, thank God.
You got my text, right, Brian?
Yes, I did. I just got it. I had snoozed, actually. I woke up, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's 5 after.
So, I like how Mark asked him.
He was just in here.
I like how Mark asked him, but he didn't want to lie to him, but he didn't want to answer. But he was like, yeah.
I was looking at my phone, and Stu's mom had sent me a little message. So that was nice.
I hear from her from time to time, man, or I'll see a Facebook post and stuff on there.
She's really, she's just an unbelievable person. I mean, you meet people, and sometimes you can tell if they're fake or whatever. Yeah. She was just genuine. She's a genuine person.
Mm-hmm.
I talked with her almost every night when we got home from Stuart's house, and we would sit there and talk about anything. It's like I'm saying, just amazed that she wasn't more. I don't know that I could have handled it any better than what she did. You know, she was upset, but she took care of Stuart. She was his main caregiver for the last 16 years.
Yeah, and I miss Stuart too.
Bless her heart, man. Bless her heart.
I just wish I would have got to meet him. I mean, I talked to him a few times, and he's like, I really want to meet you, but it just wasn't in the cards. Yeah. So.
Sad but true on that one.
At least you guys did what you guys needed to do, and you guys got her house done.
Yeah.
Well,
got to meet her.
Lost an eye.
Yeah, right. Lost an eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You beat up
Mark Torres.
Lost 1, 2, or maybe 6 cones.
But Mark, you gotta be real though. I was like, all right, let's get out of here, and I just glued it myself.
Yeah, he literally did, because he looked like he was in a Rocky movie or some shit, man.
Yeah, I was outside. I was outside getting something out of the RV, and next thing I know, he's being carried out, and it's like somebody tuned him up or something. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Shout out to Robert Samuel becoming a channel member. Robert, in the community tab, there is a link for you to join to hit our Thrive sites. That way we can get your shot glass and stuff. And also in the community tab, if you want to join in, there you are, Rob. You're in here. Boom. Everybody, welcome Robert Samuel.
Welcome.
Robert, what's up? Trucker's Life, what you out there doing? You out there washing the truck?
He's grilling. He's grilling.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching him. I've been watching
Grilling
him.
outside? He's at the truck shop.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm at the truck stop.
All right.
I've been watching.
I can smell the
Well,
food
we
from
need to come
here,
here and get
trucker.
some food.
We got Portal.
Chicken going.
Where's Brother Roz at? Brother Roz was just in here, wasn't he?
Was Roz? I did not see Roz. Roz is making.
Brother Roz
Roz
was
is
just in
probably
here
busy
earlier.
with the fantasy football. We're going to be doing our first draft on Tuesday night at 8:00, I believe. I think I need to log in and get my stuff, accept the invitations and stuff. But I'm a freaking idiot and I forgot how to do it. I had another point here and I forgot what that point was.
I don't know, Mark, because I thought he changed the time.
Did he? Okay, I got to check with him and see.
Yeah, no.
because
But
now for
ours,
me it's
ours is
August
Sunday.
28th.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Sunday?
August
Okay.
28th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Hey,
that's
Mark.
cool. Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys bottle cap. Where'd you get that at?
The bottle cap. Did Miss Jackie? I think Miss Jackie gave me that. I want to say, but I have seen them online before, and I think I've actually seen them at AT&T in the shop.
Yeah, I got one too. I got to say that's the same one, right, Mark?
Yeah,
I got
right.
I got that at one of the actually it was a gift, but it was from one of the, whether it's a mall or whatever. You see
Yeah, there's, and I might actually, I might have gotten that one.
Sports
You're right. Oh, somebody said
Yeah.
Brother Roz, and there he is right now. Okay.
Yeah, because he was in here. Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
just want to tell him
California
thank you.
reason.
Actually, I need to
Well,
go
yeah.
to the sports store at the mall because they usually have
Back
some really
in here.
good stuff
Yeah, he
right
did.
this time of year.
Yeah. I've seen them before. So
Okay. Roz is in here. We were just speaking about him and the fantasy football.
Raj, tell us a little bit about the fantasy.
That is, if he can get his mic.
What
on.
fantasy you want to hear about?
Oh, you're the cat.
They're all different, right?
Sounds like
Okay.
a
They're all
hustler.
different.
The fantasy football there, buddy.
I got all kinds of fantasies. What do you want to hear?
Okay.
So,
So,
look,
Roz, I need to accept the invites, right?
yeah, you're gonna have multiple invites. So look, what I did right now, this is all temporary until Mark and I lock this down. But
Okay.
the first draft is 8:00 or 8:30. I don't remember, whatever it is, on Tuesday night.
Okay.
8:00,
Because
I think.
there's 5 leagues, so we're doing them on different nights.
Right. So then what I did was I scheduled the other ones half an hour prior to the Friday,
Okay.
Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before your streams, Mark. So that way, if you
Okay.
wanted to do a brief thing prior to your streams, we could.
Okay.
If not, we just do the straight, just the draft online.
Okay. That works for me. All right.
So I love weed. If you're listening, switch over to Team 3. I went to
Well,
Team
Team 3, yeah.
We got I Love Weed is in 1 right now. Now I moved you over to 3, but I can't keep people out of 1. That is our live stream league on Tuesday. So if Weed wants out, fine. I can move him, but I need to know immediately. Because we can't, we already have people that have not accepted the invite for the
I gotta
draft.
go on there.
That's me. Okay.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too, Mark.
And Rashid said he sent you an email.
Yes, he got his invite tonight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we have to have Rashid because, we need him for comic relief.
Yeah.
No, Danny. No, Danny.
That's evil, Mark. That's messed up, Mark.
So are we doing a live?
Rashid is one of my first
stream in all of
kids.
them? Are we doing a live stream in all of them and all the drafts?
Yeah, we can do it. I mean, what the heck? I mean, that's kind of fun. I Love Weed said, "Yeah, move me to 3!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation
Oh
point!
yeah, let's go.
Where am I at, Rob? Do you know?
All right. Well, maybe
Where am
Noah
I at? Do
Gray-
you know? I haven't gone on there. I haven't accepted yet, so I don't.
Yeah, you got to accept it for me to see your name.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
Mary says she wants to know how to join. All you have to do is go to Jobu Fantasy at gmail.com. Of course, Jobu's Fantasy is seeing the Cowboys in the Super Bowl
Yeah, I like the-
and the Eagles going 0-17. That would be Jobu's Fantasy, but we also have Jobu's Fantasy at gmail.com for fantasy football. Right? And Roz is like, what, we're getting more people now?
Do I need to create another lead now? There's 6 now. Come.
5 is not yet full, but I have to scrub the list because I have everybody's gotten an invite for 1 through 4.
Okay.
Except obviously now I got to change that 1.
I Love Weed says he can't wait to smoke us. Do you smoke everything weed?
Literally?
That's what it said. I can't wait to smoke y'all. Only I Love Weed would say that. Okay.
Said he gonna put y'all in the backwood.
Let's go. Well, we smoking up at this.
Yeah. All right. So the season, guys, is right around the corner here. How are you feeling about your team there, Roz? Or teams, I should say. The Finns and the Fudge Packers.
Or the Fudge Packers?
Well, look, at the end of the day, while I may be an owner of the Packers, when Miami beats them in the Super Bowl this year, I'm rooting for Miami all the way anyways.
Ooh, I heard that. So Miami. You got both of your teams in the Super Bowl. You're not worried about Aaron Rodgers saying that his receivers are ass?
Did you listen? Did you actually watch that interview?
Yeah, I did. I did.
That's
okay. What he did right there,
I
would have done that. I'd done that to any one of my people at work. Okay. What he did right there is he said, "Look, you better be more consistent. You ain't doing your job, and we're going to throw the ball to the people that are doing their job."
All right.
And this is a very small league. Remember, 53-man rosters.
Look, Rashid's in the house. Shout out to Rashid. I'm no comic relief. I kick, but I don't take no names. Rashid, you realize that you were actually my original son.
Yeah,
okay?
it's more like
when it came to
pass it
YouTube.
to whoever Green Bay pays to catch the ball. That's the only problem.
I hear what you're saying, Ross, but the only thing is he just did it in public. They should have did it behind doors.
Yeah.
That was my thing.
I'm with you as far as you get your players motivated, but just going out and throwing them under the bus on national TV, that's the kind of
Well, so here's how I look at it, okay? It's like you and your wife. You want your wife to go out and tell you, go out and say, you know what? It's not enough time for me, honey. You need to go ahead and do this, that, and the other. Should she go out and broadcast that to everybody in the neighborhood? No. You keep that in the house and say, hey, okay, I'll work on that, honey. I'll try and give you a little more time, okay? Something.
Especially considering they just got a bunch of rookies.
Yeah.
And no-name players. You expect them because you got used to
elite wide receiver.
Yeah, you got used to one of the best receivers in the league, and now you want to compare him to the guy that your team gave you. Your team put them on your team. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Got to turn my camera back around.
Big Tex, bro, I'm out. Too depressed. What's wrong, Big Tex, man? What are you depressed about? Hope everything's going okay in your world. I hope it's nothing serious or anything like that. Lucky Gardenia, Dashboard Confessions. What's up? How are you doing?
He's probably depressed because the Cowboys played yesterday. He doesn't get to watch them today. So.
No, you can watch the re-air. As soon as I got up this morning, the re-air was already on. I was watching it some.
On the NFL Network.
I recorded it, so I'm going to go back and watch some more of it and try and get a little more insight on some of these players and things. A lot of times our first reaction on a player is, oh, man, they sucked and stuff. But then you go back and look at the film and say, maybe
they didn't do so bad.
Yeah, and that's where it's funny to me because most people will only watch the quarterback and the wide receivers or the running back. But if you really want to understand football, you need to pay attention to what goes on in the line. When you start seeing, the pulling and doing the Pete traps and things like that, the influence blocks and stuff, that's where the real meat of the game is played. But most people don't have a clue as to what goes on in those trenches. It's truly hell on earth when you're talking about playing in those lines, and that is the key to the game. And, people need to give more props. I hate when they say, the skill positions are running backs and receivers. Bro, if you got to go ahead and take on an edge rusher coming out there as a tackle, and they're basically doing like an X stunt, there's skill involved in that shit. I ain't going to lie to you.
Big time.
Oh, Big Dallas, Big Tex says my girls are with their mom. Okay. I hope, is that a permanent thing, Big Tex, or is that like for the weekend?
Yeah, he misses them.
Yeah, I understand that one completely. Having been a
Probably
single
over the
dad
weekend.
and raising my kids, that was even when they were gone for the weekend, it's like I missed them. And even today, even now, I miss my kids today. Brian, you've got something in common with my daughter. Today's her birthday as well.
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to your daughter.
Yes. AK Doll, it is her birthday today.
Happy birthday to her.
Unfortunately, I couldn't take her out to dinner and stuff
Well,
today.
happy birthday, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all August babies.
That's it.
That's-
Yeah, August
me
is
and
a hot
Michael are,
month.
Well, that's my anniversary. And my son's birthday too, actually.
Okay. Yeah, mine's around
Same
the
day.
corner too here. When you start getting my age, you don't actually want to celebrate birthdays because you realize how
When's
freaking
your
old
birthday, Mark?
down the road.
He said down the road.
I don't want to think.
We'll find
It's
out.
like,
We'll find out.
okay, because
All of them
here's
are
the thing.
the-
I'm 56 now, so I say that's the mid 50s. You start hitting 7, that's kind of getting to be in the late 50s. You know what I mean? That's kind of that tilting point where you're getting closer to 60. And see, when you start getting to be my age, I keep getting all these emails for burial insurance. It's like I'm not dead yet. Okay, it's life insurance, burial insurance. It's like, damn, am I really that old? That and walk-in bathtubs.
Mark,
Yeah.
I get the same. I get those emails every day.
Same here.
Sometimes I get a couple of them every hour. Okay, they're like, we got to hurry up and get you before you croak.
Down.
Hey, Rock,
Oh,
it's saying
Lordy.
Jobu
Yeah.
Fantasy 2. I'm on here now.
Okay, I'll have to figure out how to
so you're
log
on
back in
two.
on my ESPN.
I
and
Oh,
get
guess.
you're on 2. Move to 3. Move to 3. I was like,
I don't know how to move it.
Yeah, I don't know how to move the
Roz.
Brother
Yeah,
Roz.
Brother Roz. Brother Roz, just do a MVP one, just on 3.
Oh, I'm on 3. My bad. I'm on 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, you're on 3.
Anywhere,
Who's on 3?
Yeah, any more spots for the Tuesday one?
Well, Angelica, you probably found the fountain of youth because you look a lot younger than I do, girl. Okay,
Frank,
a
where
lot
you
younger.
at? Did you find out yet?
Miss Gibson, what's up, Miss Gibson?
I didn't actually sign up. Yeah, I end up like I'm pretty good at it, but it's just the fact that I get so into the whole. I want to hate a team and truly hate them. I don't want to root for that one individual because I know I'd draft like a Smith from the Eagles or something like that. And I'd be like, well, I want Smith to do good, but I don't want And I hate
that's how I
see, and
exactly.
that's my thing about fantasy football that I hate. It's like, how can I root for somebody that's on the Eagles? I just can't. It's just like
Just don't pick that person from the Eagles then.
Yeah,
but I want to win.
Well,
Okay.
then pick them and then.
That's what I'm saying. It's mixed.
Well, hey,
It's
Captain
mixed.
Captain Taki, if you said you sent me an email about fantasy football, actually send the email to jobufantasy.com.
Jobu Fantasy Football.
Just jobufantasy at gmail.com. Because that way Roz will get you taken care of on that, and then I kind of review those too as soon as I get a chance to get caught up. I got my hands in so many different things, it's not even funny.
Well, Brother Roz, if you're listening, try to do it for the team 3, that people that we be in Zoom. That'd be cool. Everybody that we know.
So I guess I'll just join that league and then we'll worry about it later. I haven't
Yeah.
joined it.
Hold on.
Well,
There's sorry, I got other stuff going on. I'm trying to listen, but like, unless you've got somebody to move out of a league, we can't just move people because there are invites out to everybody across 4 leagues.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem doing it, but like I already pulled Noah out of 3 to move Rock in. Now I got to pull somebody else out of 3.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
fine.
it is
I didn't
ESPN,
realize-
Captain Taki.
Yeah.
oh, I thought they were
So
open.
we have one opening now for when Weed comes out. We have one opening in number 1 if there's somebody that wants in that.
And that's
Well,
the one
Mark
we
V, happy
broadcast.
birthday to your mom too.
That'll be the Tuesday one.
Yeah. So I know somebody was asking about the Tuesday availability.
Yeah, that
just
was me.
I just thought we were gonna, the
You could
people
always
that
jump
were involved
Yeah, and
together
this-
would be in the same league, but it's fine, whatever.
Yeah,
Fine.
That's what I thought too. That's what we were trying to get together.
that's what we're trying to
I'll
get.
just hop out. Somebody could take my spot. Ain't no big deal.
Well, see if we can try to get someone switched for 3 for him if that's possible.
I know it's a pain. on his plate, so it's fine. I don't need to play.
It's not a pain so much on my plate. What it is the people that
you have to choose somebody.
The other people that aren't on this call that have already accepted invites.
Yeah, that they're already in this.
Right.
Right. So if you guys all want to be in, say, number 3 down the road, I can move everybody to 3. But one we can't keep playing with. We got 2 days.
Yeah.
Until it happens, and then the invites
Why don't we do
are out.
that
Like
then? Why don't we just push it?
40 people.
Yeah, let's just push it back, and then we can just try to get 3 together.
Yeah, no, but he's only missed. If we leave, there's only one opening. That's it. Because Brian is not in 1. Brian's
I
in
haven't.
2.
Yeah, Brian's in 2.
I haven't chosen nothing yet.
Yeah, so I love we can get out and someone can go to 1. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
still have
Rashid
time.
says join 1 and he'll kick everybody's butt. just like the Giants, right?
Yeah, let's see. My fumble.
Oh boy!
A wide receiver.
I think
my quarterback's better than your quarterback.
I'll be honest with you. I think the last couple of years have been hard on Rashid, man, with the Giants. I mean, they literally have had more losses than the Jets. Just think about that for a second. More losses than the Jets. Rashid, I feel sorry for you, buddy. If you were here, I'd give you a hug.
Hey, you can put a star on your side, instead of that NY. Get rid of that New York.
Yeah.
Come to the dark side, I guess.
There you go, Rashid. Come on and become a Cowboy fan. Yeah, come on, man. Come on and join us. We got the good food over
wife
here.
Wife or girlfriend a Cowboy fan?
They're not together anymore.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Sorry about it.
All
right, so as we get back to here, so we got everything answered on fantasy football?
I think we did. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully if we can get those moves, yeah.
Okay. All right, so as we're coming down.
Thank you, buddy Ross.
Thank you, brother
Ross, you the man.
Thank you, brother Ross.
I have no idea what actually just happened, so if something was agreed upon, just send an email to Jobu Fantasy and I'll fix it then.
So Brian and I love weed then.
Okay.
With team 3.
I'm in the process of doing it. I'm in 2 right now. I'm in Jobu Fantasy 2. I'm making, I don't know what location. I don't know what that means. A nickname I got to come up with.
Yeah, I don't get the location.
It's like Dallas.
Yeah. So in location, put Brian Cohen.
Cone boy.
Cone boy.
Cone boy. Oh man, there you go.
Your name.
I like it. I like the mailman better. Okay, because the mailman delivers.
All right, I'll do that. The mailman.
But Cone, he runs over people, man.
As we're coming down the home stretch here, how many of y'all watched the Eagles game and your thoughts on the Eagles backups? Are you scared? And more importantly, Jordan Davis.
I ain't scared of him. I think that we're going to run all over him. I think
it's a hype.
Yeah.
That receiver in the third quarter looked pretty good. They had that deep threat.
Well, that deep pass?
What, that wins, I think it was?
Yeah. He looked pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
But
man,
he was playing with 30. So.
I'm going to say something that's probably not going to be popular. But I'm going to kind of get an analogy a little bit here. My girl is from Uruguay, and their big rival is obviously Argentina. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the two, they're so similar in so many different ways.
Okay.
You got and whether it comes to cultures and stuff like that. And so I look at, unfortunately, there's a lot of similarities when it comes to the Eagles and the Cowboys. You got some pretty good starters.
Yeah.
You got some holes here or there. You got some backups that could be starters other places as well too. But they're young as well too, just like us. But you have to go obviously by last year's as well. So I see a lot of similarities. I mean, you got the part of the fan base that's very annoying. You got some of them that are a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
But I mean, I see so many similarities between the two, and I think that's what's hilarious because we both definitely the top teams when it comes to the NFC East. But I think it's just funny when it comes to the backups as well too. I mean, look at last week. They look good up until a certain point, and then the third and fourth stringers look terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the same thing happened kind of today, and I think the same thing can be said about ours. I think our third and fourth stringers are really iffy. The backups, like I said, was questionable. But
down in South America, ain't it?
Yeah.
What's that? Yes.
South America, Uruguay.
Yeah.
Uruguay,
So that's why I see a lot of similarities. And I know it's not the popular thought, but I just see both teams are very talented. Obviously, I go by off last year because we have a lot of people coming back, and and seeing that it's our defense's second year under the same. I was really worried. Like when I went last year when Dan Quinn came in, I was thinking about guys like Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith had learned one defense and then was turning around and learning another defense, and then there was no way that I thought Dan Quinn was going to stay around, and I thought guys were going to have to learn a third defense within 3 years. So I definitely saw the defense going downhill, and now you look at the defense, and I know when it comes to the whole team whether it is or not, but the defense itself is a definitely championship quality type of defense, and it's just can the other team keep the fuck up? It's
It definitely, and see, that's the thing that people don't seem to understand, because we've always had really good offenses throughout Romo's years and even with Dak and everything else, but we just have not had the defense that's been able to get us that stop, against Aaron Rodgers. You think about 2014, that offense was incredible. Our defense was better than 2013, which was historically bad. They ended up getting second in takeaways, but they really just could not stop. And that's where you look and say, God, if we could have just stopped Aaron Rodgers a couple of times, the last minute of the game, we end up winning, and who knows what happens. But now you don't look at the defense as the redheaded stepchild that it's been, where it's like we've got to keep the defense off the field to protect them. I mean, we literally used to say that was our offensive philosophy: control the clock so our defense won't play. I'm kind of excited to see our defense out there these days.
Yeah, maybe they'll start kicking off more in the beginning of the game.
Oh my God, that's one thing I hate is we always would get the ball to start, because it seems like the end of every half, the other team would always have the ball, get a score, and then they've got the ball again. And now our offense has been on the sidelines for what amounts to almost feeling like a quarter.
Agree, definitely agree.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna stop this stream at 6 tonight here, because I've already done the Eagles game, half of that today, and we did the other one last night.
The Giants game coming up at 7, don't we?
Yeah, so we got the so we might.
What do we got? 3 minutes?
7?
No, 7 Eastern. So another
hour. Another hour.
Oh, okay. Because I'm looking at my time. It's like, well, if it's 5 for me, it's probably 6 for you. That's what I thought.
It's 7.
So it's 6 for you.
Got to watch the Giants.
I'm talking about the live stream when we're getting off.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, the 6. Yes, 3 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You guys probably you got to have had enough of me by now. Come on now. I've had enough of me, damn it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to listen to myself talk anymore right now. But no, it's actually been a great weekend here. I'm beginning to feel better. It's been great hanging out with my people and all that. And at least we can get a rest for a week and not hear everybody literally talking about how bad we are and how, McCarthy needs to be fired and people need to be benched and because of, all the penalties. It's just like, that shit wears on you.
They'll find some negativity in this game, though, and talk some garbage about us.
All the time.
Wait a minute, is that the real Joey Shakes there who's on here, 72? Love the channel, and we're coming for the meats? Okay. Shout out to Joey. We'll put you in the hopper here, buddy. And if you end up winning, we'll do an Eagles poop emoji for you.
Maybe they're hiring you.
But yeah, final thoughts, everybody. Tell me what you're thinking. Is it we started this after the season ended several months ago. We cussed out Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones and said our team is ass and they don't care about winning. Where are we right now with the pulse of you guys?
Some of the concerns that I had, if I can jump in first, some of the concerns that I had, I think the one of them I had was backup quarterback. I feel a little bit better about Will Greer. He has a different energy. He kind of has that Benvenucci energy, but with a guy that can actually throw the ball. And so I like that little bit of a change. It feels like he can be a quarterback that if something happens, he can come in and kind of give it a little bit more energy to the offense. So you feel it. Maybe it's the beard, it has that Fitz magic kind of thing going off of it, but
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right, that sounds like a winner. I'm still worried, of course, about depth on the wide receivers and, of course, on the offensive line. But I feel like we do have some alternate weapons. With Turpin was definitely a great ad. And, I'm surprised that Catboy's not on the sidelines there, pulling up his pants and saying, hey, yeah, I signed it. Call me Catboy there, but I got that boy. That boy is fast and cheap.
Vince McMahon walk. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah. But go on, everybody else, chime on in.
Yeah, I was impressed. I mean, I think we look a lot better. Just got to see a little bit more. I mean, I can't wait to see our starters, but we won't see them until regular season. But
right.
I feel a lot better with our bench than I did the first game. Because that first game, I just seemed like they just wasn't motivated at all that first game. But the second game, they kind of came along.
Definitely.
I like to see our starter for a rep or two.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I like to see our starters for a rep or two.
You know what? I'm okay without it, because at this point, I'm looking at Tampa Bay losing linemen left and right and all that. I think we've seen, with the joint practices, to me, have become the new scrimmages, where they can script the plays and have a controlled environment. I'm okay right now. Dak looks like he is dialed in with the receivers and everything else. Zeke looks like he's got a pop. We know Tyron Smith, there's not much you can really teach that guy, and Zach Martin. It's just now really how are those young guys going to fold in them with them together.
Yeah, and my biggest concern is it continues from last year is that offensive line, because I mean people are complaining about the receivers, taking a step back with Cooper leaving and the other kid leaving. But if you remember, okay, we had all those quote stacked receiver room last year, but they could literally lay back and play a 7-man zone and allow rush with 4 people, and we could not run
stop
on
them.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you can't run and stop the run, Mark, as you always allude to, you don't have a shot. You're done in this league.
I agree with you on that. You know me. That's where I was trying to record it before the show here, and I messed up and used the wrong camera angle. But I looked at that drive the Cowboys had with Cooper Rush that ended up with a touchdown. Jalen Tolbert's foot went out, but that drive was all 12 personnel, and they literally set that thing up perfect where they were able to run, and they mixed it up between running on the inside, between the tackles, getting outside, doing a reverse, and then they started setting up play action. I'm hoping that is actually some creativity for Kellen Moore of actually using that 12 personnel in the running game to actually be a better team. I think last year we just fell in love with the pass too much and became one-dimensional, and I think it hurt us.
Agreed.
But that's my thoughts. Anybody else?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with the win last night, and Mark, you had asked all of us last night on our points of the game before kickoff, and I told you, I said, I want to see the defensive line get a good push, and which they did a hell of a job last night. And and you had, and I told you, I want to see the kickers, and kickers made their kicks. I'm not gonna count that 60-yarder by Maher. I'm not gonna count that. If he would have made it, it would have been a bonus. And the quarterbacks, I don't know about that. We need to see what's up next week.
Well, let's just hope that we don't have to get down to the backup quarterback. Let's just pray on that one.
All right, so I gotta agree, with Prime Time said, but I think we're good. You know what I mean? Our defense, once they find themselves, once everything clicks, everything's working like an engine should, I think we're good. So I'm not worried.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know how I feel on the third regular season.
You know how
I would-
everybody has the voters? They're like, are you going to vote Democrat? No, Republican. You got the other one. I'm undecided. That's blue virus right now.
yeah.
I'll be back to you on that.
I would just say I
Well, it's
feel
too early to
relieved.
say. I guess
Just a
yeah,
little
well,
relieved.
I'm happy for everybody.
Yeah, I'm just a little relieved. You know, everybody really got worked up after the first week. It's it's mainly backups, so I'm just relieved that we had a good game. I think that we're going to be fine. We're going to be good. I mean, it's just knock on wood. I don't think anybody's playing next week, so it's going to be the rookies. It'll be exciting to see who's going to get their last little spot.
Okay, no.
Well, let's put it this way: if you're playing next week,
game plan.
it's do or die time.
Yeah, they'll be game planning. They've already started game planning for week 1.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably working on. I mean, like week 1 has been game planned, and they're already looking at game 2. So I'm just glad that they did what they did. I think people are relaxed. I'm excited about the Turpin. I'm ready to roll. So let's go.
Wait a minute. I love Weed
Let's go,
says,
Cowboys.
say no to drugs, kids. This is the same guy's like, I can't wait to smoke y'all. Okay. He's got jokes to the galore tonight, man. Okay. Well, all right. So, everybody, I appreciate everybody being here, and we're going to keep on getting ready for the season. We are less than 3 weeks, well, actually 3 weeks exactly from today. We'll be watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, my God. And eating a big Cuban sub. That's what we'll be doing. And I can't wait. I definitely can't wait. Everybody, you ain't got to go.